Hey guys, this is What If here. I just want to talk about the 2017 Daytona 500. Unfortunately, when I was first watching it on Sunday, I missed a good chunk of the race, and I had to go back and rewatch it. And now I have, so I can kind of give my thoughts on everything more appropriately and not kind of, assume what happened in those missing gaps. But as far as the 500 is concerned, the first segment was very interesting. I really thought that the idea of people pitting and all this sort of strategy that was coming out was legitimately interesting, and it was nice to see like the segments actually kind of play out normally than whatever the truck, because the truck race is way too short. I thought the Xfinity one was too short, and the amount of wrecking didn't really gauge on how it was going to be. But this one we kind of got an idea, and I thought it was really interesting. Like I said about the pit strategies, people doing and everything. And also, near the end of the first stage, all of a sudden, people like that were in the back, like Jimmy and Junior, somewhat, and they were starting to come back to the front. And it was really interesting. So I thought that aspect of it was actually much better than I was originally expecting. I still think that they shouldn't throw the caution out for it, but the idea itself and seeing it play out on the track was very interesting, and I thought it was actually good. I know, look at me actually praising somewhat of the segments. I know I bitched about it, but maybe I'll eat my words. I don't know, but we'll give it another shot at Atlanta in the future and see how that goes. But the first segment had a very first dumb thing with Corey LaJoie trying to go down pit road, forgets how to brake, almost completely clobbers Clint Boyer, and then just slams the outside wall. So that was weird. And then there was Stenhouse had a tire blowout, and I think somebody else had a tire blowout. And they didn't throw out the caution, which I was really shocked with. I thought they would. Normally they do. Kyle Busch was the winner at the end of stage 1. Overall, I thought the first stage was really interesting to see how the race was playing out. I wasn't expecting a whole lot of interesting things, but Ryan Blaney at one point got the lead, and it was beast. It was so freaking, it was really cool. There was a lot more action than I thought. I was expecting kind of it to be a chill sort of race, and it kind of was, but I was pleasantly surprised with how stage 1 played out. Now we're heading into stage 2. For the most part, up to lap 105, it was pretty quiet, pretty chill for the most part. Like I said, until lap 105, where Kyle Busch, who, if I'm remembering this all correctly, he was nearly a lap down, and has a tire blowout, spins, crashes, and collects the leader, Dale Earnhardt Jr., and he's out for the day, and a couple of other cars. But Kyle was salty about it. I mean, I can't really blame him, because when a tire just inexplicably just blows out, it's kind of out of your control, so I don't blame him there. But just very, very bizarre just circumstances there and everything. But then after that, and then we had another incident where Elliott Sadler was trying to go down pit road. He waved his hand out. Somebody behind him I guess received his signal, but then the guy behind Elliott Sadler didn't realize that and just completely just ran them over. So I think it was Jeffrey Earnhardt. So if it was, you're a dumbass. That wasn't smart, but so that happened and all that. So and then the race restarted on lap 113, and Harvick won the second stage. So overall for stage 2, much calmer than the first. More derps happened, which not really derps, but just weird things happening. And one was a derp, another one was just a very strange set of circumstances. But I don't have a whole lot to say about stage 2. It was just it was not as crazy, but it's the middle point of the thing, so I'm not gonna harp on that too much. But yeah. Now we're heading into stage 3, and oh boy, McMurray, I tell you, he drove super aggressive in this race. I mean, he caused a lot of, I think caused 2 big ones, and it was just getting out of hand, just the stuff he was doing. I don't think it was on purpose, but man, oh man, he caused a lot of big ones, just being over aggressive and everything, and all that. But it's just, man, yeah, he got me, I wasn't really happy with the way he was driving, because it was just stupid. But as far as the last segment is concerned, I thought it was really cool. With 47 to go, Cole Whitless, who didn't take any tires on that final stop in the Xfinity race at Homestead, where people were trying to defend him, saying, oh, he had no tires, so he He couldn't put on any new ones. Well, it's like, and he should have, shouldn't have pitted and been first. He should have just stayed in the back and not interfere with the championship. But anyways, he got the lead for a little bit. That was kind of cool. And I believe the last 47 laps, it went from that to the end, which was very short on fuel. And this is when it gets fucking good, because it is just pure authentic racing. Like, what I mean by that is that there's no cautions, there's nothing to watch out the field. The race just played out organically right there. Not all of those 47 laps were super intense. There was that train for quite a damn long time. But just watching it play out, no bullshit phantom debris cautions or anything like that, or any sort of random caution that were people in the back. Just let the race play out, and it was really fantastic. If it was going to end under a train race kind of deal, I would have been super pissed. And then with 3 laps to go, Chase Elliott runs out of fuel while leading the race. And then Truex got the lead. And then with 2 to go, Truex, I believe, ran out of fuel as well. And then Larson makes a bonsai move. They're all on the outside, and Kyle Larson just goes right to the inside and tries to make the move, and it works. Now, I don't know if that was happening during when he was running out of fuel, like for Truex, or what. I'm not too sure, but we got 2 guys that were leading there, and they just both ran out of fuel. And then we have Kurt Busch passing, who was it, Larson? At the exit of turn 2, and then won the 500. Kurt Busch, in a beat-up looking car, wins the 500, and I tell you, it is so awesome seeing Kurt Busch win that, because he just, he's up there with the guys that I really enjoy watching, and I enjoyed this underdog story of just the whole thing with the 2011 season, 2012 being in a shitmobile, and then 2013 being, kind of 2012 and up was the start of like kind of his redemption deal, and just watching him come back from all that. And then the bullshit that happened in 2015, where NASCAR just took him out for 5 races because of that stupid allegation that he beat his wife. It's fucking bullshit. But just Kurt Busch has had a hell of a ride the past 5 years, and it's been such a gratifying thing to see him win this, because it's been 16 years in the making, or well, I guess you could say 15 tries, considering he didn't run the 2015 Daytona 500, but you get the point. But it was very satisfying watching that, and also Ryan Blaney came out of hell on that last lap, and I thought he was going to somehow win, but I guess he just didn't have enough room to make that pass or something. I don't know, but whatever. That was just, yeah, the 500 overall, like, it was shit showy for a little bit with all the big cautions and stuff, but when you got to that last segment, and most of that was pretty interesting and really good, and I love that organic, just letting the race play out, because it happened in Pocono 2016 in the spring. I went there, and they let that race play out, and everybody was just running out of fuel, and everybody was just barely making it, and I like that kind of shit. It was really good. It's nice to have a race play out and not have it be a green, white, checkered bullshit where they bunch up the field and then they all wreck again. So I mean, this was nice. The finish wasn't super insanely intense like side-by-side finish, but the overall package of that, just watching it all play out, was really nice to see. The only problem I could say is about maybe like the train racing for a bit there, but the finish overall was really, really good. 3 to go and stuff was really cool. I was just shocked. And poor Chase Elliott gets another case of bad luck. But yeah, that's my overall thoughts on the 500. I don't really what more to add, because Real Rab and Kamikaze Games already did theirs videos, and it's kind of about the same kind of thoughts I have. But yeah, it was a much better race than I was honestly expecting. I was expecting a 3 or 4 out of 10, and it was much better than that. It was like a 7 or 8 for the most part. The only problem I can say with the stages is that I don't think they need to bring out the caution. I just think they just need to, keep it going as is and just see where everybody is position-wise at that point and not throw out the caution. That's really it about the stages that I'm not too fond of, but other than that, it was pretty good. It wasn't shitty. Like, I was expecting it to be, like, really bad, but no, I was wrong. So next race is Atlanta. I'm looking forward to it. It's the last race with the old pavement that they've been running on for 20 years, so we'll get to see actual driving talent and amazingness, which seems like Jimmy always does that there anymore. But yeah, I'm looking forward to Atlanta. Daytona was pretty good. I don't know what more to add. It was really fun. So thanks for watching. If you enjoyed me rambling on and everything, but I'll see you all later. And as always, have a good day, everyone.